Hey, look, it's Orbitron. It's a game. You know what? I've been following this game. I remember when it came out on Game Jolt, and I was just like, hey, this is cool. I'll just follow this. Let's see what happens to this. And then I found out that my man Sean Colbert, the person who released this game, got it up on Steam, which I was just like, you know what? I really need to revisit this. So, what we're doing today is doing something I should have done a long time ago, joined by my friend James.
Fuck.
And yeah, we're gonna be playing Orbitron. So I don't know what has changed since the first time I played it. I just know that it was awesome and had a lot of there was a lot of content. The file size is surprisingly small for the amount of content in this game, and it really got you to think. So
Really got you to think about society.
society
Like,
is changing, and I think this game captures that perfectly.
fuck you.
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and see what this game has to offer now. Materials.
It's just called materials.
So goddamn ambient. Alright, so this is okay, this is pretty much all it was when I played it for the first time. Not to say it's not much, but maybe there's more levels in afterwards. So you are playing as Orbitron, and there are these death bots, and
I like how it hits you from the side.
well, yeah, they have multiple attacks programmed in. I'm not really sure how he did it. I'm not very good at programming. I've made some games myself, but so there's these
Nothing
checkpoints.
on this.
Honestly, I've played this game a lot, so I don't think I'm really going to need to use them. Well, people unlike me who haven't played the game as much, they can go through and they can actually restart if they die and simple stuff. But
Amazing game design right there, you know. You don't want players to have to restart every time.
I'd say this game is really well paced. The objectives are
Yeah.
great. It has a great way of recording what you've done, and you really feel like you've made progress when you look at the top of the screen and realize that literally you are doing stuff beyond the limits of what the game can handle.
As in it's going off the screen and
It's not a perfect game. It's in no way is it a perfect game, but it's a damn good one. Now, here's the beauty of Orbitron. The entire game, the entire point of the game, it's revolutionary. Minecraft gives you so much freedom. So does this game. This game gives you the freedom to do what you want to do. These orbs, you can collect them in whichever order. You can collect as many as you want. You can collect none of them. And it doesn't matter because it's up to you. The player gets to choose. And I think that's what Sean Colbert was going for.
yeah, exactly. It's great because if you miss one, you don't have to trek through the entire level again because you don't necessarily need to get all of them. It's
Ah! God damn, is this game scary. We've collected plenty of orbs right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on to the next state. Fuck.
just the slow sync on the fucking death bot.
So this is where I'm wondering if the Steam version has more levels than the first one. You see, Sean kept the description of the game simple down to Orbitron is free. There's many
Like,
things that game
yeah.
developers just spoil as soon as they're like, hey, new update, guess what, this is the features that are in it. Why don't you let the players find the features for themselves? And I think that's why Sean is gonna go places.
I think in most games it would be bad to have you wait that long on a platform just to get to the next level, but I think in this game, the game gives you so much to think about that it's actually, you kind of need it to reflect on what just happened, you know?
It really does, and the music in the background it's just a very great atmosphere to do such a thing. So
Yeah.
this is the second level. From what I remember, there's not another level after this, but maybe the Steam version added another. But this art had time put into it, and I think this level here is to appreciate it. There's so
Is it
many small
absolutely
details that
good?
were put into the game that you might not notice on your first time through.
And like, it's like, I think the influence from the Souls series is very apparent here. I bring this up in my own video and I go a little more in depth, but to sum it up, you know, the lore isn't really very obvious on a first playthrough. Oh, it's not really obvious at all, in fact. And you have to dig very deep to understand what's actually happening. And when you understand, it's very rewarding, and I think the story in this game is incredible.
So it seems that when he uploaded the game to Steam, he used the same game as before. I really enjoyed this in general. Just coming back and revisiting this game, it was really nice.
That was Orbitron. I mean, I think you should definitely get this game. It is free, there's no reason not to, and it's not a large game, you know, in terms of file size, so it's not like it's taking up much room on your computer, so just get it.
downloads for the game, I'll leave them in the description. You can go to the Game Jolt page. I don't know if I can send a link to the Steam page. It's on Steam. Just look up Orbitron on Steam. It'll be the only thing there. And yeah, so
Well, at least until the sequel comes out, perhaps.
I'll leave a link down to my friend James here YouTube channel and his YouTube video on this, in which he goes into more depth about how fucking awesome this game is.
Goodbye. Go play Orbitron. We won't hold you back any longer.